A warm welcome to you in my today's session. So I'm continuing with the principles that will make our family climate a very nurturing one for our children. So this is the third most important principle for a very successful parenting, and this requires for us to grow first. See, the biggest challenge of parenting is not our children's behavior but our own emotional management. When we are reactive, we start using immature words and actions and behavior which causes our children to be on defensive and self-protective mode. So they fail to learn, like from our good example. It all starts from getting ourselves like really reactive. So what children need is parent who is calm, loving, but yet firm and consistent. And while we rely more on lecturing, nagging, criticizing, and these strategies, you also know that it does not work. And we want immediate result action. So I want to really tell you that because they understood, don't make them understand. It is for us to understand that if we want a permanent change, then we will have to make them understand, and we can make them understand not by preaching but practicing that what we are preaching. And when they see us practicing, they also feel motivated to follow. And you should always remember that leading by example is the best way. Also, they should also not engage in negative attitude and negative communication. So when we are around our children, because of negative reactive communication, this inculcates negative reactive attitude and behavior in our children. It's like we are using negative language to stop negative behavior of our children. So while doing, we have to plant the right attitude. So here the VG enforce vicious cycle, which you need to see. We need to learn to pause and focus more on our responses. And at times we can do this by ignoring their much annoying behavior and attention seeking behavior, like they are complaining or they are fussing or they are sulking. So we focus on changing ourselves rather than controlling their behavior and mood. So let's utilize this positive strengthening communication strategies which I'm sharing. By changing ourselves and our relationship, this change will happen. If we are less volatile, our children relax, they listen, they are more on a receptive mode. We have to set boundaries, and really we need to really treat each other with a lot of respect. And see, because we are contributing in their behavior. As it is said that parents are biggest influencers for their children. So we must introspect on our behavior, and what we can take feedback also from our children. So we need to be very alert and careful. So the important question about parenting is whether we are parenting in the right way or not. So this you need to answer, because as people, you will see lasting influence on their children with so many theories. This needs practice, of course, I know. And parenting is the biggest school. Just you should write it that parenting is the biggest school, and we need to ongoingly work on our own self.